It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Lions and the 49ers on Sunday night.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick as we welcome you inside Legion Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and San Francisco 49ers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The Australian-born player Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear, the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff. And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career. Right to the air, here is Goff. And that's going to be caught. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script. You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there? No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a long game, not something that could have gone wrong. So here are the 49ers and their offense in great field position already. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback. And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there, on the first play, picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after them big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry. No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Purdy. Hit as as he throws there, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Surprised to see him charge out of the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy looking to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me. My defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, he'd had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from 14 yards out. And the 49ers are once again back in front. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And to Detroit getting set to go now. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Goff in this Lions offense, set for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Josh Reynolds that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a line 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. David Montgomery, the target out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and 4.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Goff now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the 29, Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
coming right. This is Montgomery on the toss. Shifts by him, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now it's gone. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds, a 9-yard touchdown grab as they have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you roll out of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Finding room at midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And the ball is knocked out, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go and take the play that's in front of him.
Tackle made by Chase Young. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy in midfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Goff now looks to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Goff now looking to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Purdy. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you got to find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about. A chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
And the next gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen him throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Now, that was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
He's going to keep this again. Now the ball comes loose, and the Lions have recovered.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw it to tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. To the air again, Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second down and 4. Now Goff. Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Goff. Forced out to, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force him work down.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
He's tackled a yard short of the boundary. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Purdy. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
The rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now it's Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Goff. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing again is Goff. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. out to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Goff. His throw incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Goff now looking to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Purdy, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Oh, nice move. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action here, Purdy. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing here, Purdy. And he wisely will throw that one away. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Goff. And a quick throw here that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Pressure comes and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
You know that old expression, it's not my night, it hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now an option play on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out now come the Lions. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The throw on 2nd down is Goff. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to about the 34, gain of just 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on and kick for a sixth time tonight. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, but 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground, McCaffrey again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Purdy looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. Here's Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They run the option on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now Purdy completes it to Samuel. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Purdy. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Purdy now to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Amon-Ra St. Brown, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. There's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here's Goff. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
What a mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And San Francisco gets set to go here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Derek Barnes in on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is McCaffrey on the give. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That good for 22 and a first down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And able to work his way down to the 16. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 16, Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over on the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
McCaffrey is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
On the ground, McCaffrey. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. And that gets them back within 10. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now he's flushed out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game. As they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On 2nd and 9, Purdy. The Conley's got it over the middle.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. First downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll try to run the option here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Second and 10. Here's Purdy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it, yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough task here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Goff's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 22, Goff. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
But collectively as a defense, John, if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Niners set to take over on offense. They'll start with the option. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 7, Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Open man is Samuel, complete. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. So they pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one an absolute backbreaker. A chance to get back within a score. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one went begging, as they say, right? There's the opportunity, and it was missed. But all hope's not lost just yet. But, boy, getting back within 1 score would have been a powerful motivator for their defense to take the field with.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. 51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. 1:46 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Finding Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry